Manipulators can't stand a light they can't eclipse. So they feel as though I have to unscrew their light so that I could shine. But here's the thing, no matter how much shade you throw, I'm still gonna have the sun. S-O-N. Manipulation. It is psychological abuse to its core. Manipulators will take their own insecurities and twist them as your flaws. Like they are masters of creative, colorful lies and project them on you. They need control. They need control. It is their oxygen. So if you have an awareness of self-value and self-worth, it'll take their breath away. Manipulation. Manipulators, they are con artists of the soul. They sell you dreams, but deliver to you nightmares. And this is why we have to have discernment, because manipulation will have you working harder for what you really don't want. You don't want to be deceived. You don't want headache and heartache and your hair falling out due to what you're going through with them. You don't want to be stressed. You don't want insomnia. You don't want to make choices that will cause for you to stay in what was only supposed to be a season. You make that a state. I need discernment. Is this an individual? Is this a space that is manipulating me? And I hear you. Some people are like, well, I'm just trying to help them in this area. Listen, sometimes they're so insecure because they know you're settling to be with them. Like, he knows you're settling to be with him. She knows you're settling.
Now I will never be your hater, I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Ow. I'm old. Manipulators, man. One of the things that he said in that clip, he said they'll sell you a dream and you'll wind up and they give you a nightmare. A lot of y'all gotta get it in your head that if somebody sells you a dream, they may try to give you a nightmare. Because what they're doing is they're telling you what they think you want to hear to get what they want from you. But they have no intentions on fulfilling the dream that they sold you. And a lot of y'all got to stop playing yourselves in this aspect. Don't let your selfishness sell you short, because that's what a lot of manipulators play on. Your selfishness, your need to get your way at all costs. So you can believe a lie, because as long as it fits your narrative of you getting what you want the way you want it, you'll believe it. Anybody else can see that is not going to happen, but you can't. So when it comes to manipulation, you know, some of y'all gonna have to quote unquote break the chains, the generational curses, because some of y'all were taught how y'all were taught to be adults was through manipulation. Y'all were taught love through manipulation. See, some of y'all loved one or both of your parents, even after you find out they manipulated you, they played you. You can forgive a manipulator if they're your mother or father somehow. And since you don't have any boundaries, because you're not supposed to have boundaries with your parents, I'm just being honest, but you know, when you come to the terms with the fact that this is my parent and they meant to do me wrong, but the issue is I love them so much I give them a pass, and they keep doing it, and you keep giving them a pass, then understand you're attracting other manipulators. That's what you're doing. And then sometimes y'all turn into manipulators because you don't see nothing wrong with it. because it was done to you. And you see something wrong with people's response to you trying to manipulate them, and you think something's wrong with other people because they ain't going. They ain't going for it. They're like, oh no, 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 not, we're not doing this. And you're like, what you mean we not doing this? You act like you better than this. You better than manipulation. It's like, yeah, we're not doing that. So that's a whole nother story. But a lot of times, your heart could be manipulated. And your heart and manipulative people will go for your heart, not your head. Because your brain will tell you, mm-mm. Your instincts will tell you, mm-mm. But they pulling on your heartstrings to go, feel something. If you can feel something, then you can give me a shot to use you or play you. See, a lot of times, people played you through emotions. You signed yourself up for something that you should have never signed yourself up for because of emotions. And that's what people were tapping into. And you got to ask yourself, if a person has to tap into your emotions to get you to, to get you to do something, is it in your best interest or is it in theirs? Because they want you to make an emotional decision. And some of y'all, for some odd reason, you put yourself in situations where people got to manipulate you because they see it on you that, you know what, they'll do it, but they going to make me work for it. And there are too many people out here that, you're actually signing up for your own manipulation. For whatever reason. Sometimes you don't want to take the full brunt responsibility or the accountability for making a decision. So you act like you got manipulated when that person was like, no, I just, I kind of nudged them, but I already knew that's what they wanted to do. Because you want to always have a fallback plan. Well, I really didn't do it of my own volition. I got finessed into it. And it's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because a lot of people who got finessed, they feel betrayed in the end. You don't feel betrayed because you set it up yourself. So that's a whole nother thing. And there's no way to get around this. In America, capitalism, I don't know how to, maybe it's the reverse, but manipulation is the church for capitalism, or capitalism is the church for manipulation, however you want to see it. Because people will say anything to you for $1. People will justify anything for $1. People will use anybody for $1. And we live in a society, if you do it well enough, hey, you get praise for that. That's smart business. That's shrewd business. It's like, oh, okay, all right. The question is this: how bad is your aversion to honesty? Because manipulative people do not like straightforward. They do not like a straightforward person. A manipulative person goes all the way around and around and around and around. Straightforward person, we're going right here. And you got to ask yourself, if you don't like straightforward, you like to be manipulated. You to thine own self be true. You got to know who you are. So when it comes to manipulation, man, it's just, it can be a lot of different things. But tell me what it is to you. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.